Hi, my name is Alina. I'm 21 years old and I moved abroad on my own slightly over a month ago. This video is for everyone who wants to move abroad but is too scared, especially if you are too scared of the start, that most uncertain stage when you don't know what you're throwing yourself into. I'm here to tell you my story, to share how I'm feeling in a new country, and to share a few tips based on my current experience. Let's start with some context. I'm Ukrainian and I have lived in Spain for over a month now. It's my first time moving, by the age of 21, yes, but this one is the craziest move I've done so far. So, the first time I moved was out of my hometown to the capital of Ukraine, Kyiv, an amazing city. I wasn't completely alone because it was for uni and also it was my home country, so I knew the language, I knew the culture. I spent a year in Kyiv and then the full-scale invasion in Ukraine started, so I moved the second time, abroad, obviously for safety reasons, to the UK. I wasn't doing it alone, plus I had much support within the country when I was coming there, plus I also knew the language. After 4 months in the UK, I decided to go back to Kyiv, so that was my third time moving. There was pretty much nothing left of how my life was before, so I had to find a new apartment, new friends, new job, a fresh start as it is. From then, I spent 2 years in Ukraine, the happiest years of my life, but the situation in the country gets worse, so I decided not to stay longer. Which brings us to my current life situation. I'm in Spain, alone, no speaking any Espanol, and people here don't speak English. I'm only here for a month and a half, but I already have many thoughts to share, so from now we can start with an actual topic. How does it feel being alone in a completely new surrounding? Short answer, it makes you feel like an alien. Longer answer, the moment reality hits you in the face, you understand that your complete transformation as a person has started. When you cross the border, when you leave behind everyone who was helping you move, you will have a thought, that's it, I'm on my own now. And that's a controversial situation, like the era of modern pop music said.
The scary news is, you're on your own now. But the cool news is, you're on your own now.
And moving abroad alone is the most relevant situation where you can use this phrase. So, I came to a country I've never been to before, not knowing absolutely anyone here and not speaking the language. And it's really scary at first. You need to do all the daily tasks you had in your life before, but you have no idea how to do them here. You need to figure out how to buy a new SIM card to have the internet and not to get lost in the city. You'll need to find new good grocery stores and the products that you'll actually like in there. You'll need to find good places where you can go for a walk, which is especially relevant for girls. You'll have to find a new good coffee shop and you will drink a lot of bad coffee before you do so. So, just the regular daily stuff, but it will require much energy than before. Second, it's very uncertain, especially the first month or even a few months depending on your situation and your country of choice. You'll have to deal with the documents, the visas, permits, etc. You'll need to find accommodation, which often is hard unless you have all the money in the world. You might need a new job if you're not working remotely. So all the fundamentals of your life need to be rebuilt here and you need to be mentally ready for it. Next core feeling that you'll have is a doubt. Constant questions. Am I doing the right thing? Was this decision so necessary? Have I chosen the right country? For me personally, I didn't really doubt if I should move because the situation at home was getting worse and I was confident that I wanted to go, but I did have doubts if I've chosen the right country before actually coming to Spain. Next to the doubt is also guilt, the guilt of leaving everyone behind, being a bad daughter, a bad friend, etc. This feeling is also not too harsh on me, to be honest, because I know people miss me, but at least they know that I'm safe. But if not for a critical situation like this, it will feel like a constant question, how can I do this to people I love so much? Your relationships with people, the close ones, will also change. You will become closer with your parents, most certainly. You'll easily identify true friends who cheer you on no matter how sad they are. But some people will also stop supporting you because they will think that you have it all figured out. People who don't know this journey will think that it's all sweet and honey and that you're just flickering the world with tons of money and zero problems, which is obviously not true. And then after the major factors, there will also be small details. You will miss your favorite gym or yoga studio, makeup products, coffee shops or vanilla milk they put in your coffee. All the details that were adding up to the complete picture of your life will dissolve and you'll have to build it all from scratch. That's also a process that you need to be mentally prepared for, missing your old habits and building new ones. I hope you are not too scared by this point of the video because it's not all that bad, I promise. Now I will share a few tips that help me feel better and that I believe are truly effective and can help you too. If you have the urge to move abroad but you are scared, do it scared. If you don't go, you will regret not doing it. You'll always have this question in your head, what if I was brave enough back then? You don't have to be confident to go, you really just need to go. Just make the decision and say to yourself, I understand it can be challenging, but I want to do it, so I'm ready to face it all. It will give you just enough courage to start, and then you'll gain confidence and strength on the way because you'll need to survive somehow. Explore with teeny tiny steps. It also depends on your situation and the purpose of moving. You might want to try all experience on the first day. That's your choice, go for it. But my goal was to get really comfortable here and to feel okay in the long run, so I let myself get used to it really slowly. And I mean really, very slowly. I wasn't going too far from my first apartment for some time because I wasn't ready to push myself even more out of my comfort zone quickly. So I was going out on very small distances but consistently, like every day adding a few quarters. And there was a funny situation when I discovered that a closed window wasn't helping with this anxiety too much. I didn't notice my window was closed for 4 days because it was really hot outside and my AC was working all the time. So I closed myself in a vacuum, not even hearing the sounds of the street, and I got really anxious before going out. But as soon as I opened the window and started hearing noises of the street, it became so much easier going out and I had no problems at all. Next tip, embrace the uncertainty to the fullest. Just don't question yourself what you'll do in a year. Don't pressure yourself thinking if you'll stay here, come back home, or choose another country. It doesn't matter when you've just thrown yourself into a completely new life 2 seconds ago. You're already doing a lot, even if it feels like you're not doing enough, which it most probably feels like at the start. You need to be okay with the fact that you're in the most uncertain stage of your life right now because it's also the most exciting experience you can have. You'll feel lost and scared and homesick. But you will also feel inspired, empowered, and amazed by who you really are. And you will also enjoy the journey much more when you move rather than if you stay home, because you'll have difficulties in any point, but if you are abroad, you'll be seeing the world, having new experiences, meeting people, and when something goes wrong, you can always focus on the moment, look around, and feel where you're at. Because I doubt you'll willingly go to a country that has no positives to focus on. 4 or 5 years ago, I was watching content from people who lived abroad, who moved abroad, and I thought they were in a very defined position in their lives. Like really exciting how people discovered multiple cultures, and I never thought I will become one of them. If you enjoyed my story, please like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'm really excited to share my journey with you, so see you in the next video.